Hello again, and welcome to the Banner Saga 3. I can't wait to get back into this, as much as it may lead to a grim fate. We're already suffering somewhat of a grim fate. I think regardless of how well you play this game, a grim fate shall be yours. Shall be bestowed to you, on you, as Strongbat would put it. I think there's going to be some Homestar Runner references in here. I just can't avoid it. They've just kind of insinuated their way into my everyday speech. But in any event, let's get this back on, and hopefully we can prevent the destruction of Arberrang. Not only of Arberrang, but of the rest of the known world. Let's do this, with a mighty grief that was ours and theirs. Grief is certainly everybody's in this game. Okay, here we are. We're falling down this pit that we jumped into in order to escape from Bulwark, the Varl mercenary leader, who now will stop at nothing to destroy us, and unfortunately did kill Folka, the spearwoman, because I trusted her instinct. She probably could have been saved. Also, Rook was killed. I wonder whether that was preventable. I guess I'll find out, because I do want to try another playthrough of this after I'm done, just to make a couple of different choices. The caravan fell silently in absolute darkness, and you lost all sense of time and place. Before hallucination and madness set in, you felt Juno's touch pillow you into a sleep state and protect you from the worst of it. Now dim light finally reveals approaching ground, like an island rising from a midnight sea. Approaching ground, that would not necessarily be a welcome sight if we've been falling down this pit. Nobody talked about the loss of Folka in that time, but the memory of her fell alongside everyone. Touching ground now feels like finally moving on. Walking feels like you've never done it before. "This is the inner earth," Juno tells everyone. "This is a cave," grumbles Ollie. "I'm not impressed." In the gloom, Juno looks absolutely ghostly, beckoning you to follow. "Reserve judgment till we emerge. And as always, let me know if the audio mix leaves anything to be desired." That was not part of the game dialogue, of course. That was just directed to you, my gentle viewers. The Mender's light plays tricks with the crags. Shadows dance across sharp edges and distended cavities. "Oh, hey," someone sighs almost apologetically. I may have a problem." Dytch is sitting on the ground. He appears to be missing a leg, but at second glance it's been swallowed up by a deep, narrow hole. The floor is riddled with them like a coral reef. "Ow," he continues. "Ow, ow." But Ollie claps a hand over his mouth. You heard nearby scraping on stone, through stone. We'll try to make a distraction away from him. At the edge of the light, you thump cave walls with your weapon. Dytch bares his teeth in pain and anticipation. Ravens scatter, some beside you, others spread out, uncertain. "Shields!" you shout as creatures rumble out of the darkness. "They attack!" A battle begins, as they would say in Pool of Radiance. Okay, and unfortunately Folka is dead, so she's not in the party. How's our renown here? Because I may want to make a promotion. Okay, he already has a heroic title, which is the Unmoved, which seems quite appropriate for Kivi now, doesn't it? Who are we going to substitute in the place of Folka? Ollie's in good condition now, or we'll put him back in. Ollie is more than a match for anybody. We do have the renown to raise somebody else. I would be interested, or increase their level. Who do we want to promote? Okay, Castaway already has a heroic title. Let's bring Castaway's hunger down to 3. We'll confirm that. We want to even, let's see, what provides dodge? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'd love him to be able to dodge, because enemies are always trying to hit him for strength. Since he is such a whirlwind of doom now, he can do so much damage, with despite having just a sling. Since we're not apparently going to have opportunities to get supplies around here anyway, it's not like there are any tool shops and so forth buried so deep in the mutating, creeping darkness. We may wish to just use the rest of our renown to promote people. Obviously, Kivi is essential to every battle. He has really he has really proven his mettle. Let's see, we can give him another Titan Strap so he can regenerate armor. We'll give him a point of Robust so he can avoid strength damage. And he is just, yeah. The Unmoved is quite an apt name for him, to say the least. We can promote Ali as well. Ali has a heroic title. We'll promote him for 10 renown. Okay. I see. We already have a 3 exploit. I would love to give him a point of dodge. That's what I shall do. Now I'm down to 14 renown. I'll just save that for later use, as they say in Gauntlet. And with that, we are ready for battle, folks. Oh, what horrors await us in the depths. Right now it's load. Oh, that's right. Last time we got trapped in the load screen. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. No, okay, it's going to be more of these mutated dredge, except now we have some... Guys, I don't think it helped. Because he's still... You're not helping. Oh, shut up. We have a lot of enemies here. These are Stone Singers. Okay. Babbling Warped Stone Singers. We have the ability to warp. Okay, they also have the Stone Singer abilities. Warped Borer. They do +2 armor damage. Okay, I don't much like that. We have Kivi. Okay, so we have an odd sort of deployment setup here. Okay, these sort of these are kind of like rust monsters here. Acid Spit. Okay, they also do corrode damage. Okay, so they specialize in removing people's armor. Writhing Warped Stone Guard. Okay, very high armor. Hardened Warped Grandsword, sort of an elite version of one of these mutants. This is a tough battle, I'm not going to lie. But we're going to prevail. Dytch cannot do anything because he's stuck. Okay, I actually didn't realize that he was going to be in this battle. Or else I probably would have upgraded him. But it can't be helped. Alright. Is there any room... Yeah, if I were to put... Because I think we want to proceed as one. We are going to take some acid spit damage, that's true, from these things. They are going to be hitting us with missile weapons. So maybe we do want to start there in their midst. The only problem is that... well, he's going to be out there by himself. They could all gang up on him, which would not be a good result. Yeah, I think Kivi actually is going to attack there in the back rank. He's going to be able to immediately hit one of these things. And they're not going to be able to just keep spitting acid at us, which is what I anticipate that they will attempt to do from a distance just again and again. And that's just not going to be cool. Alright, so we have some enemies here on the flank. Let's see. I think we're gonna set up our shield wall in this direction. Yeah. So Ira's gonna have the shield wall from there. We'll put the witch back there. She's gonna need to do some healing, I'm sure, fairly soon into the battle. But what we're gonna do is first we're going to move to our southeast and try to take out these Stone Singers, which I think we'll be able to do fairly quickly before they can use their nasty powers and power up their friends by giving them additional strength. And what else? Do they cause disease like Stone Singer? No, they don't, but they do cause warp, which is like disease. And rupture. Okay, yeah, that's going to become nasty once we start doing big hits. Yeah, I mean, the warped Stone Singers and these critters, despite their ability to deplete armor, are not actually that tough in combat. Hopefully, if we can hit them hard and fast, and not take too much damage from this guy here, or at least, yeah, be able to score a couple missile hits on him as he comes in, then I'm thinking that that's going to be a worthwhile strategy. So here we have Valgard. there because there's still going to be a shield wall there for Ivor. Okay, I need to do some armor damage to this guy. He's going to spit acid. Oh no, he's going to dig and put himself in a different position. Okay. That was quite dramatic. Now he's going to dig again. That was interesting. So what exactly happened there? He's held. Oh, I see. So it dug into the ground, and now it's holding him with its facial tentacles, which all these mutant things tend to develop. So these are sort of special creatures that just exist in the darkness. He's held, but hopefully he can still attack. But that's kind of nasty. Let's try to take these guys out as quickly as we can. My Kindle ability is going to do armor break damage, but I don't really care so much about that. Okay, that also causes armor break damage. Yeah, I think we want to do strength damage in this situation. So I'll just try to deliver a beating here. Ooh, savage. Okay, it's going to dig. And then it does damage to multiple adjacent targets when it comes up out of the ground. Yeah, it digs over there, and it can actually dig twice. Everybody in the area takes armor damage. If I go over there, okay, I can't hit the enemy. Alright, in that case, I can still benefit from the shield wall. If I move over here, I can kill this stone singer before he can cause all kind of nasty status effects. Beautiful. He took a strength damage. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, but he decided to drain me. Okay, well, that could have been worse. Okay, he apparently took 2 acid spit status effects. That's kind of nasty. Ideally, I think what Castaway wants to do here, the bomb stones are not going to help in this situation. So you just want to do some armor break. Yeah, let's armor break him for 5. Oh, that actually releases the drain. It's kind of interesting. Does Alfred need to heal in this situation? Okay, those tentacle things are holding them. But how long does that last? Is there a way that we can break that? Yeah, it looks like there isn't. Okay. Alright, what can Alfred do in this situation? Who needs healing? I think she should stay where she is. Well, if she moved over here, she could hit this guy. But I don't think that's what she wants to do. Instead, I think she wants to get here to the shield wall. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, he fell in a hole. So sorry. Okay, Dytch is stuck in a sinkhole. Okay, so clearly we know where not to walk at this point. What exactly can Dytch do? You know, I've never even used him. Oh, he can rail. Okay, alright. He can provide willpower. Who would like some willpower? And Kibby would like some. Okay, he's going to use his power, but that hasn't. Ow. Alright, I can smack him from here. Yeah, I'm going to hit him for a strength 4. We hit him for 9 damage. Okay, it dug out of the ground. It's going to dig itself back in the ground and hold one of our friends. Okay. Okay, so they don't regenerate as a result of going in the ground. I wonder if I can disrupt this guy, the spell that he's about to cast, which is probably, well, either one that he casts is going to be bad. So I'm going to try to do that. Shouldn't have got the willpower for it. Ooh, bad. Okay, this guy's going to drain more of our armor. This is one situation where I prefer to have him injured. He just popped up, but it looks like it didn't cause any other effects. Ollie. Okay, Ollie would like to keep providing a shield wall. Yeah, okay, you can kill one of these things. Yeah, just spend a willpower and you can kill it. Ow, jeez. Okay, well, she's definitely going to be useful at this point. Arberrang is going to be needed. Oh, that thing is still casting its spell. Can I hit him from here? If I were to move here, can I hit him? I cannot get over there in time to hit him. That's too bad. He's going to cast a spell. Okay, if I move there, I can kill this creature. I'm going to lose a willpower. But it's worth it, I think, to kill it. Another critical for our Slinger. Oh, he's stuck in a sinkhole. Use it to Saga. Well, these two can play this sinkhole game. If I were to move there, I still wouldn't be able to get up and heal Ollie. And I don't think that I can... Yeah, if I were to move there, I would lose 2 willpower. Nonetheless, I think it's worth it. I really would love to improve that strength of will ability. He attacks the Dytch and kills him. That's unfortunate. Okay, Valgard has the willpower to take out this enemy, and I think he will do so because I don't want him casting the spell that I think he's about to cast. Which is, well, either spell, Rupture or Umbrage would be bad. He can be promoted, that's excellent. Okay. If I move over here, I'm not going to step in a sinkhole. In the following turn, I'll be able to make it down. I could do a lightning hit. No, I'm too far away. That's unfortunate. Oh. I'm kind of getting crushed by that guy. Is that going to put me in a sinkhole? No, it's not. Okay. I'm going to hit him for 5 strength. He's going to hit me with the disease. And that causes warp. Which actually, yeah, it may end up being beneficial to me. Okay, we would need to do something about... Yeah, this is kind of nasty. I think we need to armor break this guy. Ow, oh. Who can be healed in this situation? Actually, there isn't really anyone who needs healing. So I think her best bet is to armor break this enemy for as much as she can. These things are largely ineffective, except they do reduce our armor to some degree. Well, they might be holding the sling area. That would be bad. Okay. Well, he had to move back, which caused him to lose 3 willpower. Yeah, that wasn't so great. Okay, Valgard, he would do well to reduce this enemy's strength. He decides to drain, okay. That's an interesting choice. That's not a sinkhole. No. Okay, that guy is now ineffective. He wants to cast a spell. I don't think he's really going to get off a very helpful spell in time. Yeah, we want to kill this guy. I wonder if I can disrupt the spell by hitting him with lightning. No, it doesn't. Might as well hit him with another lightning. Now I shall hit you, and I shall hit you. As John Rice Davies. I know this is an obscure reference to the the behind the scenes of one of the Lord of the Rings movies. Oh, wait, we don't even need to do that, do we? No, we don't need to put willpower into that. Okay. Goodbye, stupid. Alright. He has no willpower anyway, because he's been so drained. Alright, I'm gonna make sure he has no more strength to do damage. Ooh, or we could just kill him. That would also suffice. He's probably gonna do rupture and blow up this beast who's digging around currently. That did not put him down. Nope. Okay, he needs to hit, yeah, might as well use all the marbles here. Okay, it just gains strength, but that does not matter that much. Oh, you know, I might be able to kill this guy if I lightning strike him a couple of times. Then I could probably hit him for 8. Yeah, move up there. And because of my sculptor's tools, I gain 1 armor. And I get the kill. Great. And now we're in pillage mode. I took a lot of wounds in this battle. It's really unfortunate. I have had enough of you! Hopefully there's an opportunity to rest soon. That ended up being a lot tougher on us than I thought it was going to be. Ollie's injured. Alfred, not that much of a big deal. Valgard went down. Oh, also... Well, I think that may mean that Dytch is dead. We'll see. A sour smell fills the air, acid vomited forth by the digging things. Warriors brag about the hard battles they fought, but no one will be bragging about this. I'm forgetting this already, says Valgard, examining a limp tentacle. Courage, replies Juno. We'll see stranger things before we're done. I have no doubt of that. And a whole mess of tentacles. This cave is only an entrance the Valka use. Each of the towers in the north is a different entrance to the inner earth. It used to look a little different before the darkness. I'm sure it did, just like everything else. Was everything floating in the air before the darkness? That would have been a cool place to visit, were it not for all the horrible digging monsters. It's a beautiful vista there. The white tower crouches in the distance, small against the vastness of the inner earth. You feel tired just thinking about the march to come. That tower is our only goal now.
That thing stands out like blood on snow. It doesn't belong here, does it?
No, it was built by the Valka. It's where Ivan and I will undo this.
What is that enormous dome laying behind it?
A fallen sun.
And when do you plan to explain any of this?
There may come a point when I have little choice. That point is not now. It would not be a short conversation, or a happy one. Speaking of unhappy things, I can sense the loss of Folka as a dire blow to the ravens. It may be wise to try to keep their spirits up, and I'm afraid there is something else you should know. As we fell, I could feel a change in Arberrang.
Is Rook all right? Can you tell?
Their days are numbered. We no longer have the luxury of not knowing. Every single day we lose is another day Arberrang may fall.
Enough talk, then. Have at you, Dome.
Hopefully we're not about to be trapped in the load screen. Okay, good.
Gods, I can't see the ceiling. There's no ceiling. We're inside the world. Did it always look this dead?
Did you always look that dead, Spire?
No, this place used to be full of life.
Lots of fungus men and stuff like that living here? The caravan moves slowly, taking in the strangeness of the place. What did it look like before the darkness, you wonder? Gitz trips over his own feet again. Well, I'm glad to see he's alive.
I thought you were supposed to be the sneaky one,
Spar mumbles, but he's not doing much better. Ivan shakes his head.
You aren't used to being here. It will pass.
Presumably that meant you aren't used to being here. You ignore the bickering that follows. Everyone seems a bit testy. I guess that's understandable. Others complain of dizziness and nausea and swear the ground is rotating until you're forced to stop. Spar solicits for a new hat.
A short rest.
Ollie's feet are propped up on a rock with a flask in his hand before you finish speaking. His smile dares you to say something, but you think twice on it. A short while later, the ravens are reluctantly ready to move again. Oh, and that's the number of days I have before the fall of Arberrang. Well, yeah, I guess we don't really want to rest that extensively. Do I want to pick grueling pace, Oregon Trail style? It appears that at least supplies are not a concern.
Hello? Are you talking to me?
Damn it, every time. I need a better introduction.
Dytch continues as you walk, stumbling over his own awkwardness as he goes.
Anyway, listen, this is going to sound weird, but I'm going a bit loopy, cooped up with these people.
I can see that.
And everyone keeps threatening me with death if I don't leave them alone. Join the Ravens, I thought. Why not? Where else would be safer? Look at this. This is the least safe place.
Yes?
I know, I'm supposed to be the quiet guy, right? Everyone thinks I'm sneaky. But look, I'm only sneaky because nobody notices me. Does it ever get to you being ignored all the time?
No, that doesn't...
I get chatty when I'm nervous. I hate this place. I hate being stuck in this bubble like a fish.
Fish don't get stuck in
Dytch continues babbling at you while you walk. Okay, I'll listen to Dytch talk about his childhood.
And I knew something was up the first time I stole something. It was fruit. Like a whole basket of fruit. And the basket, that's the only reason anyone noticed. A ton of fruit was suddenly gone. So the fruitmonger shouts for guards. Fruitmonger? Whatever. Anyway, the guard walks right past me. He bumps into my shoulder and doesn't even turn around. There's guards running all around me, stopping other people. Never even look at me. And I'm holding this basket of fruit. I mean, it's kind of insulting, to be honest. Is it my face? Do I look like a leper or something? But now I'm wondering what else I could get away with. Taking jewelry? Sleeping in the King's Keep? Murder? Turns out I've gotten away with a lot of murder.
Dytch continues babbling at you while you walk. Okay.
Killed that guy later. Hunted him down and stabbed him in the face. Nobody's called me backflip since, but now I'm stuck on a ship. Months out to sea, right? Lots of vile stuff happened out of those ships, I can tell you. Debauchery. Made me think twice about going completely nude when we stopped at those hot springs. I still did, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay, this is maybe a little bit entertaining. Maybe this is helping keep my spirits up as we grimly trudge forward.
By the gods, 15 years now if you count my stint in regional theatre. Hard getting work in theatre. Always in the background, right? No surprise, I guess. I did a lot of carpentry for them, actually. Lots of furniture. The secret is you rub vinegar into the wood. That was about when I just gave up and started working for myself as, I guess, a vinegar rubber. I billed myself that way, but it didn't really sell. The only honest money I ever made was selling a song I wrote about chicken.
And I suppose you're going to sing it.
Rubbing vinegar into chicken. Everyone it may sicken, but it's the best tasting thing to me.
Ignore Dytch until he leaves you alone.
And I get the feeling they think I'm creepy, if they even notice at all. But anyway, now she's in a panic to get all the goats back in their pen. Everybody's looking. Then her husband starts screaming at me, "Freak! Ya big nose freak!"
Maybe we should keep it down?
That's rough, you know. You ever had someone screaming freak at you? Freak?
The last shout echoes noticeably. Shortly after you spot movement, the ravens curse Dytch as they draw their weapons.
How is this my fault? We're glowing like the freaking sun festival down here.
Stop shouting, Dytch.
Alright. Does Dytch have to be in the party? Oh, man. Alright, well... Dytch does not have any points available. Okay, these guys are injured, and we can't do anything about that, although, actually, Alfred might as well stay. We still have Kiwi and Castaway in top condition. Who else can be promoted? We could bring Sigbjorn in and just hit really hard. Valgard and Ollie, we don't want them in here with reduced strength like that. We need someone else who can fight. Sigbjorn certainly hits that bill, but yeah, or fits that bill, I should say. What about Bach? Bach, I haven't really been using him, so he can't be promoted. Alright, well, let's see. I don't want to use Spar. As entertaining as Spar is, he's not very useful on the field. Krimmer, okay, got 12 armor. Sigbjorn also has 12 armor. It looks like I'm going to need to use a Warl. Sigbjorn also has the advantage of being promotable. So I will do that. And for an additional 10 renown, I can give him a legendary title. Not that many of them left. So that he can do his spin attack more frequently. I'll give him the Oathmaker. I would love for him to get 2 more points of Hunker Down. 1 more point of Artery Strike. That's beautiful. Maybe give him a point of Dodge because his armor, at least by Barl standards, is not that great. And we'll put Sigbjorn in there. I'm a little bit concerned about those guys taking up so much space on the battlefield and making it difficult to maneuver around. That's the main disadvantage that Barl have. If I brought Mogan in, well, Mogan, his attributes are just not that great at the moment, which is why I think the best thing for me to do, can I reorder the party here so at least Dytch doesn't go first? Let's see. Yeah, I'll move Kivy forward. I'm going to leave Alfred in because I'd love to be able to heal strength damage. Ivor's going to go before Sigbjorn. Yeah, I'll put Dytch over here. What exactly can Dytch do? He can rally, right? He can track. Okay, invisibility, so then he ignores armor when he attacks. Okay, well, and light step. Okay. Well, okay, so he basically has the ability to run around and backstab people. I can see him being potentially useful in terms of taking out stragglers, and particularly because he can move through friends. I would love it if he had a missile attack, but oh well. All right, is there anyone here who, let's see, who has any points that I have failed to spend? Yeah, Ivor has 1 point. Okay, I will get a point of divert. Every little bit helps. And yeah, we have a very powerful party here. We're going to need to watch out for Sigbjorn. Try to make sure he doesn't get injured too quickly. The enemy usually targets him. Okay, what do we got here?
Nice going, Dytch.
This is my fault? Jeez, world hunger, is that my fault too?
Alright, so we basically... these are warped grunts. A mighty hit deals... Okay, so he has the ability to do an especially strong hit. We got 3 of these grunts. Who are, pretty powerful. But they have one disadvantage here at the very least, which is that they are grouped together rather tightly, which is going to render them vulnerable to my slinger, meaning that he's going to be able to throw bombs in their face, which is something I must confess to enjoying doing. All right, he might as well move forward. One disadvantage that we have here is that we don't have a shield wall. Dytch can go after the slinger here. Although Dytch's strength compared to that of the slinger, Dytch is actually at somewhat of a disadvantage. We want to fill out this front line here. What? Oh, I see. Okay, Dytch and Ivor cannot be redeployed. Okay, well then Sigbjorn is just going to try to charge forward and see what he can accomplish. Then coming in behind them, ideally throwing bombs, is going to be cast away. We're going to try to keep Alfred and Dytch away from the immediate fighting. Going to get up there and do some serious damage here. We're going to wreak some serious havoc. Special powers might we use here? We could kindle and cause knockback. Yeah, I could hit all of them for armor break damage if I do this. Alright, we'll give him a solid whack. That's a nice bit of armor break damage. Oh yeah, that was great. That was a significant hit as well. Oh, I can't quite get close enough. Okay. No, I'm not going to like this critter messing around. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to give it a solid whack. You can Tempest or Sundering Impact. He's just going to give him a regular hit. For 7. Ooh, smash. Forgot how powerful he is. He's a lot like Gunno. He basically is a spitting image of Gunno. Alright, well, I might as well go hit this slinger. Now, I actually think I want Ivor on the front lines. To the extent that there are any front lines anymore. Actually, the enemy is already in somewhat of a bad way because of that Kindle that worked really well. He's going to be able to do virtually nothing. Yeah. Now, his tracking ability. If I use that, then I can start moving around whilst invisible. They pack a good wallop. Which targets can I hit from there? Okay, I can do 6 damage there. Alright, so I'll spend a willpower to come forward. And I will throw. Another savage critical. Ouch. That's going to be 3 willpower, but she doesn't care that much because she regenerates willpower. And she can use her heal. Unfortunately, she's not able to strength of will herself. 3, that's what I like to see. He's going to go after Alfred. No, he can't. Well, that's a good thing I healed before that. He's just going to cause more decimation here. Might as well finish this, guys. We can't do any more armor break damage. I don't think, yeah. Unless something goes really wrong, I don't think we're going to lose anyone. You do not want to be hit by Ivor in this situation, boyo. It's interesting, that slinger didn't retreat. Okay, I can use my backstabbing ability. And ignore some armor. Sigbjorn just does not take hits well. That's the main flaw that he has. The Slinger wants to significantly reduce this guy's strength. Oh, another devastating critical. Slinger is just Johnny on the spot with those criticals. That was a nasty hit to Ivor. Okay, hold up. Who's moving now? Oh yeah, okay, Sigbjorn definitely needs some healing here. But at least that grunt that hit him was dead. Why was there a deflect result there? I don't get that. Yeah, they've got this grunt here who maybe he was going to be able to deliver another blow to Ivor, but he's not going to take Ivor down. And Sigbjorn is largely out of danger, I think. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I see. Okay, so that was some sort of trap that those slingers laid. That's interesting. Lookout. Okay, so they kind of went on Overwatch. But it didn't help them. They automatically throw, but it doesn't stop my movement, so it's actually not not insanely strong. Bad. He wants to get the hell out of there. Yeah, I'm just going to move back there and hope for the best. Oh, no damage to the slinger. Excellent job. And Ivor can finish this one. I thought he was going to be able to hit Sigbjorn. Dytch is still doing fine. I'm still doing fine, in case anyone noticed. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, either one, I can hit them. They're thankfully ignoring him. So I'll do a nasty armor hit to him. Attacking Kibby, what a silly target. Okay, we don't want the slinger there on the front line. Slinger can score yet another kill. This is probably getting another critical. It is! Oh, savage. Man, his savagery, it just knows no bounds. Well, on the very remote chance that Slinger's able to go after Sigbjorn, I'll just heal him again. Using a rest. Who's a willpower, but no big deal. Finish him! Yes. +2 renown. Oh, it's interesting. This is a wave battle. I don't particularly like our chance with all these wounded guys. I'm going to flee. I know, this is my first time playing this game, and I am going to do another playthrough where I think that my skill will have improved. I mean, I'm kind of a wily veteran at this game at this point. I played the first 2D games, but where hopefully I can finish every round of every wave battle. But right now, yeah, I've just taken too many wounds to my characters to think of that as a worthwhile risk. Can't afford to keep getting into battles like this, and you all know it. As you clean your axe, you notice the raven's kicking the crap out of something, which turns out to be Dytch. Between bloody coughs, he swears to keep his mouth shut for a while, and that seems to make everyone a little happier. Maybe that resulted from the fact that I talked to him too much. Got 11 days until Arberrang is destroyed. We have some hideous Cthulhu monsters there in the background, or what appear to be. Whatever it is, I really don't like the look of it. Across colossal cliffs you spy countless pockets carved into the stone. Those are the sculptors' homes, Alfred points out. The massive web of stairs and chambers must have been a beehive of activity before the dredge fled in from the darkness. Don't move, Alfred says, pressing her back to the stone. The ravens do the same. Beyond the monolith floats an immense creature, all tentacles and eyes, swimming in the air.
What in the depths is that? You whisper.
A victim,
Alfred says accusingly, aimed at the Valka. You've heard of enormous monsters crawling from deep within the earth, but this one has been twisted horrifically by the darkness. Ravens worry that the light will draw its attention even from this distance. We're going to hide. The thing meanders to and fro, sometimes bumping and sliding into walls. After long observation, you believe that its many eyes have been made useless. The caravan then leaves with haste, and you feel a twinge of pity for the mangled thing. Okay, so we lost some time as a result, but I mean, I don't know, maybe that was a battle that we should have welcomed. But yeah, that's the giant tentacule right there. My goodness, that thing is giant. I mean, if you compare it to the size of the party, if that's all drawn to scale. We have 8 days to save Arberrang. And one of them is already gone. I should have said Arberrang. Ooh, this is going to get down to the wire, isn't it? The caravan is a field of tall grass, or as Ivan tells you, something more akin to seaweed. You wouldn't call it that anymore. The grass blades are now ebony razor-edged corkscrews that bite at your skin pulled waist high and go on as far as the eye can see. They break easily enough, Valgard says, shattering a cluster with a loud schmack from his shield. Yeah, and the sun will turn the heads of anything that isn't already looking our direction, replies Mogan, rubbing a stinging cut on his arm.
We've got a long way to go, you say, so let's come to some agreement here.
Well, let's see. We haven't been able to rest. So we've got some guys who've taken wounds, although we have recovered. So we're going to... I don't like the idea of taking additional wounds, which I suspect that we would do if we tried to just tough it out, so we're going to smash through. There's something oddly satisfying about blasting through the brittle blades, and the others seem to be letting off some steam too. Thankfully, it draws no attention, but you wonder if the extra effort may have slowed and tired the caravan, okay? So apparently that was the wrong choice. But toughing it... Well, probably there's bad consequences of some kind for every choice. We've got 5 days. Something tells me this is not going to be adequate. Oh dear. Well, here we are on a flat plain. Hopefully that indicates our proximity to the tower. The ground begins to crinkle softly beneath your feet. Others notice it too. Juno hums a soft lullaby, and a nebula of lights drift from her staff like campfire embers, reflecting off a pane of tinted glass that sprawls out ahead in every direction. Ice, says Ivan, or it once was. I can't be sure what the darkness has done to it. Unlike the jagged shale you've trampled so far, it lays in geometric patterns of flat plain, some hanging curiously in the air. Valgard dares a short slide onto it, saying, Seems solid enough. Maybe for small folk, let's start at the edge. Alright, I think we're going to have to move forward because we're really running out of time. One good mistake deserves another, mutters Ollie. One, replies Spar, sliding onto the ice. It withstands their weight as well as their skepticism. Now can it withstand my weight?
Step lightly. The ice may hold, but let's not test it.
I swear something beneath us is moving.
It is an ocean. Surely there are many things still there. Some bigger than others.
Then maybe we should keep quiet. Oh dear. Oh, that would be the serpent, wouldn't it? This is your fault, Dytch.
Dytch, why didn't you shut up?
I swear, I didn't say anything.
Juno grips her staff tightly, hands trembling. You've never seen that. She speaks low over her shoulder, but you hear it clear as a bell.
No matter what happens now, protect Ivan.
What exactly is the plan here?
Not to lose hope.
The serpent speaks. You don't understand its word, but you get the tone. Juno shouts back, and you understand her perfectly well.
You failed again and again. You won't succeed this time.
The serpent rears up as it responds, until only wildly coiling loops of ragged, monstrous scales can be seen in the light.
It means to shatter the ice. Go!
The serpent strikes like a whip, snapping up Juno between its jaws, and slams its head into the ice wildly, unconcerned for itself. Juno somehow weaves patterns with broken arms. The ice beneath you bucks. Suddenly it occurs to you that Juno has taken control of something deep beneath your feet, and it's approaching fast. Go! She screams once more. Ivan freezes. You throw him over your shoulder and run. Just as the ice groans and splinters from another impact, snapping like bear traps, ravens scatter in terror. Oh dear. Some kind of mutated whale came up and attacked.
God, it's the ash! I can't see a damn thing!
Just keep going.
Hopefully we're now approaching the tower.
Is everyone here?
You shout. Ravens rub soot from their faces and cough into their hands. Thick black dust haunts the air, kicked up by the Leviathan's thrashing.
I can see her!
Ivan shouts. A globe of light detaches from the convulsing silhouette of the serpent, blazing through the air and crashing like a meteor far in the distance. Ivan darts ahead with his own light. The rest follow. You crawl through curtains of dust. It's suddenly dark as a moonless night. Juno's light dims and winks out.
Hurry!
Shouts Ivan. Soon you admit it's impossible to know if you're headed the right direction anymore. Ivan begins to panic. We're going to keep going. An eternity passes. More? Could it be days? You've no idea, or even what direction you're heading anymore. You tread over identical flat Earth.
We're not going to find her just randomly wandering around.
You concede to an exhausted crew. Soon you admit it's impossible to know if you're headed the right direction anymore. Ivan begins to panic. Okay. We will methodically comb back and forth. You sweep the area, leaving markings as guideposts. It's frustratingly slow.
Hold!
Ollie puffs after a long silence. Shapes ahead shamble toward you. And I'll bet that they attack! And the battle begins. Oh, indeed they do. And, okay. Unfortunately, we didn't recover any of our injuries. Do we want to keep Dytch in the party? It'd be nice if Dytch could advance. Could get some points there, but unfortunately he cannot. Well, we have the opportunity to level up some other people. Valgard and Ollie are both injured. They're down 2 strength. I don't think I want to bring them in. Ivor is going to take Sigbjorn's place. That's something I probably should have done earlier there. What about this item here? Plus 1 strength damage resist. Okay, I don't necessarily get that. What's Sigbjorn using? Okay, Kivi's using the sculptor's tools. Ivor is using what? Okay, plus 3 will on rest. Okay, that's nice. Sigbjorn doesn't have an item. Okay, well. Then I think we want to give him Ollie's item, which will put his strength up to 19, I believe. And that's some savagery right there. Do I really want Dytch in this party? Well, we have... He's 11-11, Mugen is 11-12. But Mugen does have the ability to shield wall, which I think makes the decision here for us. Okay, Alfred and Castaway are both essential. We can bring Ivor up a level for mere 10. I have to max the stat. Okay. Okay, we can get Divert. We can increase this with the goal of later getting the dodge ability.
The mountain.
Sigbjorn will be promoted as well. Do we want to be able to divert or exploit? I think I'd like to increase his critical hit ability. And he can promote again if he wants. What's our renown at this point? 18? Okay. We got a lot of level 12 characters. -1 move, 80% maximum chance to hit, 1 strength damage resist. Does that mean... let's see, yeah, I don't want to necessarily give myself a lowered chance to hit. Missing with an attack in this game is potentially catastrophic. So, I will, I'll move forward with this configuration here. So that's not what I meant to do. Okay. I'll have Mogan up there so we can set up a shield wall. And with that, we're ready for battle. This game definitely does a good job of creating a tense situation. That was certainly the case at the end of Banner Saga 1 as well. When you're desperately trying to survive in Borsgard. Okay.
I see something. I think we found her.
We're not the only ones. Do you have a bad feeling about this? Just in case anyone wants to utter another standard movie one-liner. Okay, let's see here. We have these things which are unacceptable. That bludgeon ability is very powerful as well. We have one of these warp slingers with lookout ability, but it actually is not that significant. So what we want to do is we want to target these groups here. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to send these two. Actually, I'll put the dredge first. Sigbjorn with his 19 strength. Ideally, he's going to be able to go up there and strike first. We want Mogan giving him some backup because his armor is low. We want, Alfred. Oh wait, Mogan there. We don't want to move Alfred. We're going to put Castaway there. And let's do it. Okay, this is a wave battle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we could do significant armor break damage if we move up there with Kivi. If we kindle, I think we want to kindle for all the marbles. We're going to hit 4 targets, or 3. Still for a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of armor break. Ivor can get up there and he can really deliver a solid whack there. I believe that this soul bond ability is going to be disrupted if I hit him. If I can get up there and actually kill this creature, would I have to spend 2 willpower? I think it's worth it. Well, it's not held in place, is it? No. Does he have the ability to shield wall? No. He may not wish to move. We may want to let them come to us. I think Mogan's going to go move up there and present the target. Can he lightning from here? Yes, he can. So I'm going to give them a lightning hit. Can I throw axes? I can axe storm, okay. But I can't quite hit him from there. Alright, well then I'm going to end my turn. Oh, he's going to cast a spell. Okay, I don't like that very much. He can move up there in Tempest. That's going to hurt. Oh, and he dodged. He dodged the lookout attack. He's gonna hit with all the marbles. He's gonna drain, which is an interesting decision. I would not have done that in his situation. I just would have attacked myself in melee. He's like, what would you do in my place? And I'm like, kill myself. Passenger 57 reference. Alright. Okay. Oh, we can throw a bomb. How far can I throw it? I can throw a shadow stone. Okay, we need to get a little closer. If I move there, I can throw one a little. Oh, nasty. But, no, you're going to take a hit. And you're going to take a big one. Because I don't like you. Nicely done. We need some healing. Over on that side, we're doing okay. I think that we would like to heal the Slinger. Oh, he also used his lookout on me. He can hit multiple targets with it. Slinger's back up to full strength. Okay, well, I guess better than him doing an armor hit to me. Or rather, a strength hit. Okay, with a couple of willpower, I can kill this guy. I believe I shall. Ow. Okay, we want to give the dredge a little room to move there. So we're going to move up there, and unfortunately lose a willpower. Savage. Okay, but they lost armor. They lost armor but gained significant strength. As much as I'd love to give Sigbjorn the shield wall there, I think the most important thing to do is going to be to armor break this guy here. Bloody Flea is not going to do much in this situation. Yeah, all the marbles. He's going to smack me back pretty hard. No, he's going to hit Sigbjorn. And didn't manage to kill him, at least. Well, Sigbjorn's probably going to go down. But he can do a couple things. He can hit... use this lightning staff. He can do some armor break. Might as well use all willpower because he's probably not going to survive. Okay, well, he didn't do strength damage. Okay, I'd like to decrease that Scourge's strength. Ooh, yet another critical. He is just brutal. Alright. Okay, Alfrin can use her Ride the Lightning ability to stun this guy. That did not stun him. I thought it did. I thought that was what it was supposed to do. Or maybe he just took a penalty? Yeah. 20% chance to miss. Okay. Okay, Kibby can make short work of this dredge. Okay, let's try to prevent him from casting any more nasty spells if we can. Seven's a good number. Ow. Well, I guess I prefer for Mogan not to go down if we can avoid it. He's gonna hightail it out of there. You can still use the lightning staff to decrease this guy's strength. Oh, it didn't kill him. Might as well get the shield wall here from Mogan. That's going to inflict warped. Yep. If she moves here, actually I think the more important thing to do is going to be to heal Mogan. And also get the shield wall. Nicely done. That's going to hurt. Ow. Oh, not as badly as I was thinking it would. Kibby can finish this opponent. He's not gonna... You're not gonna cast in time, boyo. That is not happening. I'm just gonna provide some backup here. I could axe storm in this guy, see if I can get a result that way. Nothing doing. Nice critical. Oh, Alpha didn't get a kill. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's a good thing because I would love her to be able to be promoted. Yes. We're just not in a very good way here. I don't want to risk losing more people to wounds, so I'm going to flee. We lost Sigbjorn, which means he's going to be out for two, yeah. He's going to be down 2 strength until we can rest, and there's no opportunities to rest as far as I understand. So we're just going to have to keep grimly trudging forward. You find Juno's body laying out on the ice. She is mangled, barely recognizable, grotesque.
No coming back from that. If the serpent and the fall didn't kill her, the slag did.
Not to mention, she's just been laying out in the darkness.
Who knows how long?
This is the end, isn't it? We failed. What do we do?
Ivan?
Nothing is over. Ivan's face and voice are expressionless, but tears streak his cheeks. We take her to the White Tower. Ivor, please pick her up. It doesn't sound like a request. Hopefully these two star-crossed lovers can be reunited, not in the sense of both of them being dead. Oh, now there are 0 days left. Does that mean that we failed? Darkness lurches upon the dome of light, stretched thin above the city by menders weaving fast stitches. Riots ripple through the slender spaces between people packed tightly together, and the warped lick at your defenses, testing them. It finally sinks in just how many dead rest in Arberrang now. This is really the beginning of the... this is really the beginning of the end, isn't it? Oh, because Brooke is dead? Alio says, the longship's finally sinking, so to speak. All's left to do is to bail till our arms grow weak. You feel those old nagging... As much as you want to smack him for rhyming in this situation, you feel those old nagging survival needs scratching at your thoughts. Food, water, shelter. We could have a funeral. I guess that's for Rook. Oh, we can do some promotions here. Okay, we've got Bastion, who's 13th level. We have a very formidable party here. Does Zephyr have points available? Yes, she does, just in case we're forced to use her at some point. She has a lot of willpower she can get. I'm going to give her the ability to hunker down. And robust. Confirm that. Can we promote again? No. Bastion, does he have points available? Okay, he's not going to be my first priority for promotion. Canary, I'd love to promote her. That's just going to be 10. Okay, and she's the bloodletter. Okay, I can give her 2 points of hunger down. I'd love that, just in case anyone slips through our ranks and is able to attack her while she's throwing her javelins in the back. She can be promoted again, theoretically. Skathak will be promoted as well. Uh, 2 points of artery strike. He's going to be deadly with that critical bonus. Even more deadly. He's got 4 armor break. Yeah. He's a savage. He's able to... he's really coming into his own as a fighter at this point. Who else can be promoted? Well, she has points available but can't be promoted. Alright, well then I'm going to max out her stats. Alright. I'm going to give her a point of hunker down. I'm going to give her a point of robust. I'm going to give her a point of dodge. I'll give her a point of divert as well. I try to immunize her to damage to the maximum extent that we can. Perhaps I should have given her artery strike, but oh well. Alright, who else can be promoted? He has 6 points. His armor needs to go up all the way. His strength should go up all the way. And 1 point of armor break, and that's the game there. Deirdre Ryu is basically kind of an inferior version of Canary. We'll max her stats out. We'll give her a point of artery strike. 2 points for good measure. Alright, now we still have 43 renown. We could theoretically go to the market, see what they've got to offer there. Okay, what do they got? What wares could someone possibly be offering at this stage? Bonus damage when stationary, +2 strength attack. This looks like a great item. And, can we get more supplies? No. 1 renown gets 0. That's a pretty definitive statement there. They came from all parts of Arberrang, carrying their dead. An enormous longship, the king won't be needing it anymore, was hoisted up to the Black Rock Plateau. Never mind the hassle, this is tradition. Arranged within the longship, many hundreds of bodies rest, ready for the afterlife. Ready for peace amongst the stars. Their struggles are over. You hear all this from the orator declaring the last rites, preparing to set the longship ablaze. Rook looks at peace amongst them, almost fitting that he is here. Here he is, just one of many, though such a thing is heartbreaking. You breathe because, to the end, he was sort of a blue-collar, regular guy. An unlikely hero. You breathe heavily, but refuse to cry. It would be a selfish sorrow. The fires are lit, and special bundles laid along the ship's edge tint the flames in different colors, a gleaming rainbow rising toward the sky. And a bridge for brave souls. You imagine the ship drifting out to sea as the fire burns low. The solemn audience begins to pile stones and soil atop to form the traditional tumulus. I'm going to give a speech. To those who knew and believed in your banner, you raise it high. The exact words drift from your thoughts as soon as they're said, but the rest of the caravan graciously cheers the ending. The gods would weep if we did not outlive them, and we outlive them still. Now it is we who speak for the dead, their names and their deeds, and gods be damned. They will not be forgotten. Ah! Alio puts his hand on your shoulder. His eyes are red, some combination of drinking and grieving, but there's a smile on his lips. I can only imagine how hard all this must be for you. I obviously didn't know Rook as well as you, but it hurts my heart that he's gone. Still, I can't stay sad. Where I look, I don't see the dead. I see all those who live on instead. Oliva stands quietly beside you, deep in thought. You can't keep yourself from rhyming, can you? Alio looks slightly embarrassed, as if you caught him indulging in a vice. Sorry, hope I didn't come off as disrespectful with what I said. I have a hard time putting it to bed. See, at least I didn't use the same number of syllables with each of those phrases there, so I sort of didn't. The prosody was off, even if the rhyming was right. When I was a boy, my grandmother was a famous seer in our small town. I was in awe of her, until that day she put me down. Sorry, I was in awe of her. She claimed that gods never died, that they spoke still through her. Others would come from far away to hear their fate, or feel close to her? To them, sorry. Sometimes I would listen through the wall to the amazing things she told those people, even though it was forbidden. She knew. Before she died, she told me a secret. She said she made it all up. I got upset. I called her a fraud. But she explained that just because she made it up doesn't mean it wasn't real. The stories we tell are just as real as all the things we see and feel, she said. Then she died, and I cried. I remembered those last words clear as a bell, and I began to make up stories of my own. And the seeds of my bardship were sown. Eventually it became hard not to see the world as a story, as much as it may get grim and gory. And you're always writing one in your head, though sometimes it makes others wish you were dead. Now I'm doing it. When I felt afraid or upset as a child, it helped me to imagine myself as someone else reading my story. Like the gods were, looking down and seeing that I can create things as well. Anyway, I'm sorry about all the rhymes. I'll try to keep them to more appropriate I mean moments. Alio stands quietly beside you, deep in thought. Do you think this is my fault? You mean Rook? I even asked him if I was pushing things too hard, and then I went and did it anyway. I killed him. Did you? Wasn't the ones throwing the spear, or the one inciting the crowd, or the clansmen who stood by and did nothing? The ones in dark armor outside the gates are the ones who set this calamity in motion, or perhaps the fates. It wasn't the gods, or fate, or chance. It was just you. I wish I didn't play any part at all. Everyone who knew them played a part, and knowing them was our great privilege, and touches my heart. I've no words to soothe this pain, but we'll get through the worst of it. Alio stands beside you, deep in thought. I guess it's time we moved on. I suppose we must. The Mender shouldn't be left alone on the walls, and there's already a murmur spreading to the clans of not enough food to go around. Sometimes it feels like too much. Just now you're getting the sense of that, Oddleaf. You're a stout one. You're a hardy one. The true hero comes reluctantly. Though now we move on with shuffling feet, our hearts will forever be incomplete. Okay. We got some more points of renown, which I think we would be well advised to use. Okay, Ursa still has some points. Okay, might as well max her out. Just in case. She winds up in the battle for no reason. We'll give her 3 hunger down. We'll give her 2 artery strike. Now we have the opportunity to gain some more levels. So we'll make Canary a whopping 13th level. She's always stealing all the kills, and just 1 more point of hunger down with additional point from her armor. 3 points of artery strike, or 1 point of artery strike rather. That's going to make her even more deadly. Hard to imagine, isn't it? She could even be promoted to 14th if I wanted, but I'm going to spread this a little more evenly. Spread the renown a little more evenly. And I'll promote Hakon. Okay, Hakon is basically maxed out in everything at this point. I could give him another level of the wolf. Okay, alright, but yeah, that's going to cost me another 5. That, let's see, so the promotion actually really didn't benefit me that much. I could get another point of dodge. I'll get another willpower. Alright. Well, certainly we've got a fierce crew. There's no question about that. What about this drum here? -2 strength attack. I don't much like a reduction in my strength. So I'm not going to use that. But with Egil, Bastion, Hakon, and Petrus and so forth, I mean, yeah, we've got quite a formidable force here. Alio, he's got points as well, though I don't think I'm really going to use him. Alio's going to get 2 more points of armor break, 2 more willpower. Confirm all that. Give him 2 points of hunger down. Confirm that. There you go, as he would say. There you go. Ormhilder's Bangle. Okay, so what kind of equipment do they have here? Okay, +2 armor, +1. Okay, 1 armor resist. That's +1 armor. It has a chance to divert armor. What is Bastion using? He's using the lowest level item we have. Okay, well, these guys don't even. Okay, I'm going to give this to Petrus. Now everybody's equipped with a magic item. And I have a feeling a battle's going to occur. So be it. Menders or the outskirts. So it looks like we have the opportunity to fight one of 2 possible battles, but I'm imagining very well. Menders are spread out evenly along the walls, each overlapping the light created by the next. Guards with distant expressions stand watch between them. Around their feet are piles of warped dredge and men alike. "They're starting to scale over the bodies on the other side of the wall," says Zephyr, some small disgust in her voice. As if to prove the point, a Mender yells when more warped rise into view. "Hoodie!" beckons Zephyr. Now just being in the darkness causes immediate mutation. That's horrible. All they have to do is pull us into the darkness. Hopefully they will not be able to do that to my characters during this battle. That's going to be really unfortunate. If they end up like permanently converted to mutants. Knowing this game, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Keep the warped away from the Menders. Easier said than done.
Well, where are the Menders? We got a nasty group of suckers here, don't we? Yeah, well, one of the weaknesses of these enemies is that they have a tendency to focus on Yeah, the bear is 21 strength. Okay, well, you know what? These stone guard are high in armor, but not ridiculously high in strength. Is this going to be a wave battle? I guess we're about to find out. Keep them away from the menders. Okay, I don't see menders that we need to protect at this point. Perhaps they're the ones who are just behind us, so we just need to try to prevent them from advancing too far, or maybe that's just sort of flavor text that's not part of the actual battle. But time will tell. Alright, well, we have a pretty even split here. I'm going to put our friend the Dread over there. We've got two who are capable of... yeah, he can get 2 shield walls, Hakon can, which is great. And then these two are going to be fairly devastating. He doesn't have the ability to pass through, but I think he's in a good spot. Okay, the enemy has 1 slinger, which has the lookout ability. But there's a horseborn. Okay, well, there's no need to move ourselves too far, since we do have the ability to do a powerful missile attack using Canary. So I'm going to move forward, but not... I don't necessarily have to spend willpower at this point. Or at least not any more than necessary to do my stone wall. Keep that stone wall going. Okay, we'll be able to hit the bear with the archer ideally. Possibly not quite. Hakon, come join the shield wall. Okay, they do have a couple of missile troops. Like this is one of the horse-born cantrefs, which means they can throw javelins. Complete the shield wall. Can he shield wall himself? No. Oh, this is a wave battle. Okay, in that case, we need to get up there immediately. We do not want this group to reappear. That would be disastrous. I mean, they're going to come forward and try to, yeah. They're certainly going to come to us with all deliberate speed. Yep, I'm going to move him forward. And he's going to stonewall again. He's going to take a hit now. Instead he gets drained, but he resists. Okay, that's great. I need to do a very high armor break here. In fact, I'm going to armor break him for 7. And that stopped the drain. Okay, that's excellent. Yeah, that was kind of nasty. Okay, we need to diminish this bear's armor immediately, so I'm gonna smack him for all the marbles. We need to decrease that strength. The bear is way too strong. do some armor break damage here. Actually, maybe I should use a special power here. He's not going to pass through enemies. Alright, so I'm just going to do a regular armor break attack here. And move back. Nice dodge. Damn, bear still has way too much armor. I'm gonna hit him with a poison tip javelin for all the marbles, as I'm fond of saying. Nice resist. Okay, we need to break this guy's armor. Ouch. Can we kill this guy? No, not yet. But we have to do as much damage as possible to him right now. Or else these guys are going to get reinforcements. Dodge. Beautiful. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's what I like to see. Everybody took damage from that, or because it was it was his special ability. I need to get up there and do some armor break. Okay, good resist. Wait, hold up. Okay, the only option is to hit this guy. Nice hit. You're gonna move around that. That's great. Nice dodge. Beautifully done. Take a javelin hit. Nothing doing. Okay, Eagle can score the kill. And he gets a promotion too. Excellent. We need to get somebody up there to try to reduce this thing's armor. I'm just gonna have to smack him. Score as big of an armor hit as I can. Ow, that was a lot of damage. He's gonna move back. I don't want him to take a wound. Get around there. And I need to do some armor break here. Can I get up there? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm going to lose some willpower. But I've still got to hit this guy. Yeah, we have to finish these guys right now. No effect. Excellent. I think we should be able to finish this in time. We need to do something about that javelin guy. I'm going to lose a willpower, but I think I've got to go and take a hit. Yeah, give it all you got. And we're still able to do a fairly decent armor break from there. Oh, sit down. Nice hit. And Skyfac for the finish. Yes. He can be promoted as well. Well, it would be nice if we got any regeneration out of this. Okay, we can bring Moger in. Bastard isn't really doing that well. This is Petrus. Hold up. Yep, that's Petrus. He's lost a little bit of strength. Egil needs to sub out. Bastion is taking a lot of armor damage, and his armor can't be repaired, unfortunately. He needs to sub out. Hakon, hopefully, is no longer going to be suffering from those ill effects, although his strength is significantly reduced. I think hopefully, see, Skyfac is fine. Petrus is doing okay. Canary's doing okay. We may be able to do this. We may be able to help here. Okay, Ubin can come in. I can bring in Moger. I think we're definitely going to need some... we're definitely going to need a shield wall here. There's no question about that. And he's got that gold wasp too. He's going to be really good at fighting those... Yeah, I want to see if I can gain a little bit of renown out of this. We've still got Canary and Skyfac, which is obviously a big advantage. We can bring Ubin into this battle. Yeah. We've still got a pretty strong front line, all things considered. Gudmundur, he can shield wall. The question is whether we want anybody else instead of him. Godolph. I like Ubin's 16 armor. So I think that the smartest option is to bring in Gudmundur. Then we're still going to have a big shield wall. And hopefully we can snipe at the enemy from behind the shield wall using Canary. So, yeah. There's going to be powerful enemies here. We're going to need to get right up in their face. And we're not going to be able to do the same strength hits, although we are going to have... Ubin can do, you know, he can certainly do a certain degree of damage, so... Now I get to deploy. The enemy's going to come from that direction. Mogre's got 18 armor, I like that. Let's try not to stand in the willpower draining stuff there. Gudmundur will be there. Put Canary there. Alright, show us what you got. Okay. Oh, they get to go first? That's unfortunate. That's a lot of armor damage. But I also poisoned you. Okay, this wave is manageable. I don't know that I'm going to stick around for a third wave. I'm not really a glutton for punishment that way. That's a horseborn cantref. These guys are surprisingly nasty. These grunts with the special, the ability to do a special hit. Okay, those slingers I'm not that impressed with. We want to do some armor breakage on him. We've got the horn full of willpower, so we can afford to... He diverted it. That's something I have not seen from the enemy before. Okay, so this actually is not a timed battle. Well, I can appreciate that, at least. Alright, yep, he's over his max as far as willpower is concerned. You might as well just smack him again. Now they're both poisoned. They can do some real damage, those guys. If I... Yeah, well, I need to get up there in order to get in the fight. Oh, he no longer benefits from the stronger together, okay. In that case, I'm going to do a significant strength hit to this guy. Ow. Yeah, well, Gudmundur is kind of underleveled to be here. Can he stone wall? You might want to do that. He's going to stone wall for 2 points. Oh, he's going to attack again. To no avail. And now Skafak can finish this guy. Excellent. And I need to remember that we've got that horn that's filled with willpower. So that I'm never really going to be under threat as far as willpower is concerned. Ow. I'll show you, ow. I'll show you, ow. +3 willpower for that kill. Not bad. He resists again. What a champ. It's +1 anger. Hopefully that will help. That will cause him to attack me. Oh, he diverted it. But he took another point as a result of the poison. He decides to drain Gudmundur. That's an interesting choice. Okay, we need to reduce this guy's armor. By a lot. Could have been worse. Oh, he took a retaliation? Is that what happened? twice. That basically takes him out of the fight. Get back behind the shield wall. I can start hitting him with some missile fire. I think I can stack poison on him. Yeah, we definitely want to reduce his strength as much as possible. He dodged it! Oh my goodness, this guy has some serious ability scores. Can I axe storm on this guy? If I move up there, that's going to drain the willpower, but I'm really not that worried about that. And he resists it. What a champ. I'm going to run this guy through. I can only run him through for one. Okay. He actually did not resist that attack. Moger has had a surprising amount of trouble. Goodmunder falls. Okay, well, clearly we have to kill this guy. Nice job. And we got an artifact too. We got what appears to be a stuffed cat. Ow. Oh yeah, he can hit and run. See if you can critical on him. No. No, he didn't manage to kill him. He needs to armor break on the slinger here. Might as well. Or I could just hit him for strength. Not what I initially intended to do, but oh well. We need to give him a shield wall. Can I run through in that direction? Oh, I can. Oops, I hit my friend. But that's okay, because I finished him. Oh, you bastard. Alright, well, I'm going to get the hell out of here because I've got one strength with Moger. I, on the other hand, have a whopping 7 remaining. Yeah, and we're stronger together. So, fie upon thee. And Canary with yet another devastating finish. Victory where we took 2 wounds, or had 2 wounded friends. We defeated 3 enemies with the Bastion. Figured we had defeated more. Well, I guess we only recently got Bastion. Is that an 18th level item? Am I supposed to be 18th level by this point? Lots of promotion opportunities. That's great. Goodmunder was injured. Skafak was injured. Was there anybody else? We won pretty handily. We took out both waves. 26 renown. That's what I like to see. Yeah, this party's doing somewhat better than the other one as far as avoiding taking wounds.
Sometimes I have to wonder about humanity. We're barely holding the walls, and all the clans can manage is to rob and kill each other. Captain, my menders need more protection on the walls.
You have as many men as we can spare, Walka. The rest are in the streets. Arberrang isn't worth saving if only killers and thieves remain. They look to you. You realize that whoever is put in charge of the walls may be in serious danger.
Petrus, gather your guards. You're in charge here.
We'll do what we can, but if I could make a suggestion, take care of the people below, the innocent ones, and wish us luck. Alright, lots of renown. Okay, I've been going for a while at this point. There's gotta be fighting on the outskirts. That probably means that we've got great morale. That's nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here for now. But thank you very much for joining me on yet another epic chapter of the journey. And looking forward to seeing you all soon.